Namaste, welcome. My name is Thomas. I'm going to be giving you a little bit of conversation today about the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and I've got a few translations that I'd like to share with you. A couple of them are some books. So the first one is the book that I kind of grew up with, and this is called the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali with translation and commentary by Sri Swami Satchidananda. The second version we'll be looking at, really popular version by Mukunda Styles, Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Really great translations. I like this one a lot. And then the Yoga Sutras from Geshe Michael Rauch and Christine McNally. Say that right? Christine McNally. Also interesting translation. And the last one is Paul Harvey, and this one I got online. This is at the Center for Yoga Studies, the Art of Personal Sadhana, and he's got some great translations. This guy Paul Harvey, he's a student of Krishnamacharya, and yeah, good translation. So we'll check it out. All right, so we're gonna jump ahead to book number 3, which is really exciting because this is where you get into the real meat and potatoes of meditation. So book number 3, Vibhuti-pada, right? In Satchidananda's translation, the portion on accomplishments. And sutra number 1, Desha bandhas chitasya dharana. Desha bandhas chitasya dharana. So chitasya is the mind. Chitta, you may have heard this before. And chitasya, chitta vrittis, right? The chitta vrittis are the movements of the mind into ripples. Bandhas chitta, so binding of the mind to one place or location, is dharana, right? So dharana is the binding of the mind to one place, object, or idea. And this is really important because in dharana, when we're practicing meditation, a lot of times what we're doing actually is dharana and not dhyana. And we'll talk about dhyana in just a minute. But dharana is sort of the practice of bringing the mind into that one pointed place. So let's look at the other translations of this one first before we get too far along here. So book number 3, and Christine McNally, sorry I'm going out of order from what I showed you earlier, but this is the Yoga Sutras. The chapter on practice is what it's called. And here, Desha bandhas chitasya dharana. So this is the same Sanskrit, right? You're going to see the same Sanskrit pretty much everywhere. Desha bandha chitasya dharana. Right? Locking the mind on an object is focus. So that's how they translate. Locking the mind on an object is focus. And chapter 3. So this is Mukunda Styles. Contemplation is confining of thought to one point. So contemplation is the confining of thought to one point. Right? Very, very interesting. And then lastly here, I've got my online from Paul Harvey. Concentration is binding the psyche to a place. So concentration, binding the psyche to a place. Right? All of these things have to do with fixing the mind into one place. Right? So in meditation, traditionally, we have 3 things. We have the mind itself, so the chittam, right? The thoughts, right? These things that are to be bound, right? The thoughts into one place. And so what is that place? Right? Where is that place that we're trying to bind the mind? Where are we trying to bind the thoughts? right? And we're trying to bind the thoughts into whatever our chosen object is. So if you go back into Sutra Book number 2, Patanjali gives all kinds of suggestions about what that place might be. So he says you can put that attention on the sound Om. You can put your attention on a candle. You can put your attention on the breathing. You can put your attention on a flower or on anything. He says anything that is elevating, anything that will bring your mind into a higher place, into a more elevated state. This is what is called that one place where you're trying to bind the mind, and that this will bring you into that place of dhyana, right, or true meditation. Right? First, you're binding the mind into that one place, right, into that true space. So you're sitting there, you're on your meditation cushion, you're looking at the candle, you're breathing in and you're breathing out, and your thoughts wander, right? Your thoughts go away. You're thinking about something else. You start thinking about what you have to cook for dinner, the email that you're supposed to send, right? These thoughts are relevant thoughts, right? These thoughts are things that you may need to do. There might be also like an energy behind them, right? You've got to go cook the dinner, and that's an action that you know you're going to have to take. Or you've got to send the email, and that's an action that you know you're going to have to take. Instead, what you do is you say, not now. You tell your mind that I'm going to stay in this place right now, and I'm going to breathe, and I'm going to continue to focus on the candle. So in that way, you're training your mind, and every time that you come back to your candle, every time you come back to that object of focus, to your beautiful flower, to your breathing, right, to the feeling of your body, physical form, right, just done a nice yoga practice, want to sit there for a little while, enjoy the feeling of your body energy, right? This is a wonderful place to bind the energy, or to bind your focus to your body's energy. So whatever that thing is you come back to, and you're training your mind again and again, just like strengthening any muscle, you're going to feel that strength coming back. Okay, it's easier and easier to bring my attention back to this one singular place. So this is dharana, right? This is the binding of the mind into one place. Just wanted to take a quick look at a couple of these words. So the concentration, so this is Paul Harvey's translation. Concentration is binding the psyche to a place, right? So there's all kinds of important implications in these words. Concentration, right? So you're working with your mind, right? Con, the prefix con is to be with, right? And then we're binding the psyche, right? So psyche in the Greek terminology is synonymous with the soul, right? So your thoughts is in a way your soul expression. In Shivananda tradition, they say that the prana in its highest manifestation is evident as thought. So the thinking mind, right, is the highest expression of the vital energy. So this prana, this really important stuff. So we're binding that pranic energy through thought into one place. And then he says to a place, binding the psyche to a place, right? And a place, right? Not many places, but a place. So again, singular. And this is why it's so helpful if you use the same object every single time. If you use the same point of focus, your mind will become, again, trained to stay on that point of focus. This is why also in japa mala, japa meditation, you're to keep the same mantra, right? Not changing and picking and choosing a bunch of different mantras. Okay, let's look here. Contemplation, this is again, Mukunda Styles. Right. Contemplation is confining the thought to one point. Contemplation is the confining of thought to one point. Right. So again, just this word confining, right? We're keeping the mind in one place, right? But again, it's a cutting off, right? You're shielding it, right, from all the other. Okay, so they, Geshe Michael Roach and Christine McNally use The word locking the mind on an object is focus. Locking the mind on an object is focus. Swami Satchidananda. Dharana is the binding of the mind to one place, object, or idea. So, binding of the mind to one place, object, or idea. And he translates the word dharana as concentration, but in the full translation, in the sentence translation, he gives you dharana is the binding of the mind to one place. That's dharana. He doesn't use the word concentration. I have a feeling these words contemplation, concentration, these are not quite right, because what we're talking about is a particular technique, right? We're talking about a particular, this is a yoga practice, right? This is a particular yoga practice. Okay, so this is dharana. I think we'll go on to do in the next video dhyana. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next video, and we'll talk about dhyana. So dharana, dhyana. So sutras numbers 1 and 2 and 3 we'll do from the book 3 of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. And with all these translations, we've got a lot to consider. So thanks again for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.